By now, the majority of the world is coming to learn just how much of a depraved monster Sean P. Diddy Puff Daddy Combs was, thanks to the exquisite work of the 5-part Netflix documentary, The Reckoning. But what if I told you that Puff Diddy Combs Daddy's terror campaign of low-rent mediocrity even infested the theater in quite a significant way? Welcome back to the Frog series of the greatest scandals, stories, and true crimes in theater history. And this story is one of the biggest crimes of artistry known to man. For Diddy Daddy Combs Puffy may be the single largest larcen of talent in American history, who is not a white man because, come on, this country is literally founded on white men stealing stuff. In 2004, Combs' daddy Puff Diddy somehow convinced Kenny Leon and a slew of producers to allow him to star in the legendary role of Walter Lee Younger alongside Phylicia Rashad, Audra McDonald, and Sanaa Lathan in a Broadway revival of quite possibly the most significant play in American history, Lorraine Hansberry's A Raisin in the Sun. And it went about as well as you can imagine. How did this nicotine patch convince us this was okay? This thing was bad. I mean, Fergie National Anthem bad.
That our flag was still there. Oh, say.
I mean, Carl Lewis National Anthem bad.
And the Rockets, red flag. Uh-oh.
He really made a sordid mockery of one of the most transcendent works of black art ever. And we let him get away with it. Just like we let him get away with far more heinous stuff. Theater critic Charles Ishwood wrote that the performance was proof that star quality doesn't necessarily translate from one business to the next. But anyone remotely familiar with 90s and early 2000 hip-hop will tell you that Sean Daddy Combs Diddy never had any performance talent of his own in any sector. What he did have was a good sense to surround himself around luminous talent such as Biggie, Faith, Total, Carl Thomas, 112, Mace, the list goes on. This was no different from his approach in 2004, as Rashad, McDonald, and Lathan took the Broadway season by storm, earning Rashad and McDonald both Drama Desk and Tony Awards for their performances. The 2008 made-for-TV movie, mainly with the same cast, received Emmy nominations for Rashad and McDonald as well. Despite the award fanfare, I think most would agree that this was theater's not-so-great moment. We fell victim to the narcissistic charms of the man who ruined baby oil for everyone. And as we've come to learn, unfortunately, we have a lot of company. The best word to describe P. Combs Diddy Sean is insidious. He seeps into every crevice of society, pop culture, and ultimately our lives. This man was all up and through Hollywood, Broadway, fashion, politics, education, liquor. He and Jeffrey Epstein are similar creatures as they aren't talented or incredibly skilled at what they're supposed to be proficient at. Their true talent is making accomplices out of a vast array of individuals and institutions for their own egomaniacal abusive fantasies. Let's make sure those fantasies don't ever include the legacy of Miss Hansberry as an accomplice again.